Good evening, viewers. It was not over at all. Tariff pressure from US President Trump has surfaced again. After we lowered it to 15%, he's now suddenly raising it back to 25% again. The reason for this threat is to push South Korea's National Assembly to ratify the investment law agreed upon with President Lee Jae-myung. Despite warnings 2 weeks ago, the authorities have convened an emergency meeting and businesses are left in shock. This Trump-style pressure has drawn attention as it came one day after Prime Minister Kim Min-suk returned from his visit to the US. First, our Washington correspondent Kang Young-gu reports on President Trump's tariff hike.
President Trump has announced that tariffs on South Korean products, particularly automobiles, will be raised from the agreed 15% back to 25% once again. He cited the National Assembly for abruptly overturning the agreement. Trump stated that a great agreement was made with President Lee Jae-myung and that the U.S. had lowered tariffs, but claimed the South Korean National Assembly was not properly following through. Earlier, the two countries announced a trade agreement including $350 billion in investment in the United States and mutual tariffs at 15%. In follow-up, South Korea proposed an investment law for the U.S., and the U.S. retroactively enforced the lowered tariffs. For 2 months, a bill in the National Assembly has been seen as South Korea failing to uphold the agreement. Until a week ago, President Trump had been actively showcasing the trade agreement with South Korea as an outstanding success.
We made a deal with South Korea and with Japan that gives us money, the likes of which nobody's ever seen before.
With President Trump's sudden tariff pressures, the trade conflict between South Korea and the U.S., which had been resolved, is resurfacing. Kang Young-gu, Washington, MBN News.